Yeah. Overtime. Cause I ain't have a mic. I was in that Chevy playing Savage Life. Niggas looking like I had.
What's good, folks? Coming to you live from downtown and Enjoy Detroit for the second episode of 2 ISPY, featuring my homeboy Dave, and we got another special guest, Jewell Jones, aka the neighborhood hope dealer. So we gonna go in on the inside, get a little bit of info about what these cats do for a living, and of course we gonna jump into the whole ISPY moment. But on a serious note, last week hip-hop suffered a major tragedy, man. We lost a great, not only a great, but an icon to the whole entrepreneurial and hustlers generation, Nipsey Hussle. So at the end of the video, I want y'all to click on the link, sign the petition, and if you got a couple of extra dollars on you, man, make a donation, because what they're trying to do is rename the boulevard after Nipsey Hussle, man. So let's get this legend the proper credentials he deserves. Sitting here with my two young kings, we got Jewell Jones and Dave Woods in the building. What's good?
What's
fellas?
up?
What's good? What's good? What's happening?
What's up, ISPY?
All right, man. So we gonna kick the interview off, and we just want to get a little bit of information about what y'all do.
Starting with me?
Started with Mr. Dave right here, Mr. Enjoy Detroit, man. Let's get some info.
For sure. I don't want to be all over the place, so I'm just gonna start with Enjoy Detroit. We a brand and we a non-profit. Our mission is to pursue the following: principles, service, educate, revitalize, victory, elevation. We servants and we are innovators. So.
Okay.
You like that? That was cool.
I like it. I like that. I like that. That's fresh.
I mean, I'm in the same vein as my brother. I'm serving the community as well in the capacity of a state representative right now. So I work for y'all. I work for y'all too in the 11th district. So that's about it. You know, just work for people all day, every day.
Okay. We could definitely appreciate that. So with this episode, like kind of being a tribute towards Nipsey Hussle, the fallen soldier, I want to ask y'all, like, what track or what specific mixtape inspired y'all from this man's collection?
Well, I wouldn't even say, you know, I would go to like the new album, like the Victory Lap.
Okay.
You know, even like dismissing some of the old music. I was listening to the album the other day, and Real Big that came on.
Oh yeah, that's.
And I just like how it just build up over time, and just, you know, it just give everybody that hope, cause like, you know, Dad's gonna be real big, I'm gonna be real big, you gonna be real big, you know, everybody got that potential, but it's just like, are you gonna make it happen?
Most definitely,
you know?
Most definitely.
Yeah.
And like my take on it, and I don't want to be a hypocrite, it's like I'm not really a big music fan or, you know, supporter. It's basically I just really, you know what I'm saying, watch people interviews behind the scenes and just like their growth and their realistic of life, you know, and just like the knowledge that Nipsey was just dropping before he even got on the track was just powerful. So I mean, that's just dope, you know what I mean? And I'm a listener, as in like what's popping or what's trending. You know, I catch that, but I kind of isolate myself a lot where I'm not listening to too much, like watching too much television or music. But I do do a lot of research on like people growth and like speaking from the heart. And so
Definitely. And I know for me, like being a personal Nipsey Hussle fan, man, my all-time classic is Mailbox Money. Off top, man. As y'all would know if y'all seen my first commercial, man, that's my guy right there. So when we actually got the news, you know what I'm saying, that wasn't just a major blow to hip hop, but like it kind of hurt my heart as well, man. So I just want to take this time out to give my condolences to the family and to the All Money In, All Money Out camp. You know what I'm saying? Got to put that in there. But to get back to the interview, so with y'all being like, I can see y'all got the good drip going on. You know what I mean? My guy right here, you know what I'm saying? Clothing is what he does. So what could y'all say like inspired some of y'all fashion growing up? You know what I'm saying? Or like in today?
Just always being like with the new, like just being involved in what's new and what's like trending. And like when the wave came around with the Nautica and the Jordans, it's like we always had to have what's popping, and we just always wanted to stay in fashion. And once I got older and wiser, where I knew I could be able to, you know what I'm saying, print my own clothing brand and come up with different ideas to inspire others, it's just like I kind of started, you know what I'm saying, it started drifting away, where it's like, okay, you might see the S-Boy brand or the Enjoy Detroit with saying like connected with somebody else's brand. Whereas like, I might have like I got the ISB on right now with the Adidas apparel. You feel me? So it's like you gotta kind of put that twist in there and just make your own type of style and swag, and you can support other people as well.
Most definitely.
I mean, for me, I'm usually in the suit or whatever. Most of the time, and I think that came from my mom. She was a seamstress. And so, when I was real little, she used to make all my suits and stuff.
Dope.
And then when I started getting older, it was just like, it was a task for her to keep on making stuff, that fit me. That's when I started, getting into the market of like buying suits and going out and testing out fabrics and stuff. And it was kind of just on the same tip, it's like the styles was changing. You wanted to stay in the know, you wanted to stay in the trend. So I just kind of stuck with it.
Most definitely. I can dig that, man, because anybody that know me, man, how my moms and pops get down. So like fashion was like almost like the number one in the crib. So I definitely see where y'all coming from with that as far as like keeping up with the trends and just staying fashionable, period.
Right.
So to wrap up this whole little interview, we got to hit y'all with the money maker question. So I'm pretty sure y'all already know what the meaning behind ISPY is for as of now. So what I want to ask y'all is, what does being ISPY mean to you?
What ISPY mean to me is basically like you gotta stay fresh for one. You gotta stay crispy. You got to.
Hey.
And it's just basically like getting to know you and just observing your style. It's like just being like unique, being like out of the box, but at the end of the day, put your twist into being fresh. And it's really dope, and it's like I see the passion, behind it, where you take pride into like thinking about different creative ideas to put on a shirt to really bring out a person's personality or the current event that's going on and facing to this day, where like it's all about Nipsey Hussle right now.
Oh yeah.
And like his powerful movement, his entrepreneurship, his leadership, his speaking out, his music. Going through a lot of trial and error and tribulations. What we face to this day as black men, it's like that really like hit me home and touched my soul, seeing where Nipsey Hussle came from. And even like I even experienced the way when he got into the t-shirt printing portion, where creating his own logo, where he was popping the trunk, like what we do now. We'll pop the trunk and we'll sell shirts, and we all three of us can actually we can feel that right now, because that's what we doing. So
oh yeah.
And I want to give a shout out to my like you said, my parents as well. Like my mom, like she had all the Jordans, she had all the latest fashion. Like my dad as well too. When they was back in the 80s, with the fur coats and
the Gators,
right? The Gators to the Jordans and to like the K-Swiss. Man, it's just like fashion really, makes people happy and it fulfill their soul. And I'm just glad to be a part of even where our company, S-Boy Printing, can actually bring people to be able to feel that same feeling when you put on Gucci and Louis. And we feel that same feeling when we put on our own brand. You know what I'm saying? The Holler brand, the ISPY brand, and Enjoy Detroit, the S-Boy clothing. So it's dope.
Most definitely.
I mean, just going on for that too, is like when we put on our own brands, it kind of seemed like the brands become like relative. So like it means something different to every single person. And I think that's the beautiful thing about like the ISPY brand or the S-Boy or the Holler brand, because when you think about it, like I can wake up every day and have a whole set of ISPY gear, but every single day, I might be feeling a different kind of way. It might be the colors you get, or you might get glitter on it, or you might get solid colors, you might get bright colors, you might, depending on how you structure the outfit, because, you at a point now where you can, since you're not going out purchasing like brand name brands, you come in here and really customizing your own brand. So we taking your brand and still making it our own, in a way. And so it's kind of like it just gives people the opportunity to really expand themselves and really express themselves to a point where, now that we feel like we're a part of ISPY brand, like we feel like we're a part of the ideation of ISPY, and we feel like we're ambassadors of the product of the brand. And so that's kind of how I feel about it. Like we all just continue the legacy that you started.
Right.
Dope.
Not to cut you off, or jump in. it's like what you doing what Nipsey Hussle do. You know what I'm saying? Like where it's like it's million other print companies that you could have faced. You could have went to other, you could have went to the whites, the Chinese, the Asians, the Chaldeans, the Arabics, you could have went anywhere. You feel me? And you pass up many others, you know what I'm saying, print companies in the city, and you choose to like come to us where it's like I'm not only supporting the company, I'm supporting the community because my proceeds of patronizing this company, this man, he gives back. He gives back to the homeless. He gives back to the youth. He gives back to small businesses. He gives back to helping people start their own brand when they less fortunate to start their brand. And it's just amazing where it's like we conscious as young men to be like, if I take my money elsewhere, but I'm saving this black young brother because he needs funding. I mean, this capital that I'm spending with him is elevating his business. It's putting food on his table. It's putting groceries in his house. It's help funding his family. It's help funding the community. So that's deep in what you doing, being conscious, because you can feel as though like I can find a way just to keep the funding my way, but I want to be able to patronize.
Exactly. Exactly. Because for me, like it's not only just like about the fashion. For me, like even though fashion is like one of the things that I love, but like I really come down to enjoy Detroit because I just love like the unity that y'all promote, like what I'm saying, as far as like the community with the whole Black Friday, Black Saturday events and stuff like that. Like it's basically, for me, it's all about recycling the black dollar.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So like I love that we can keep that type of energy and that type of money in our community. So you know what I'm saying? That's why I pretty much admire both of y'all guys because of what y'all do.
Right.
So I know we said we was gonna cut it off at the last question, but I got one more question, or one more statement rather. Like if y'all could end us off on a good note, man, could you give some of the young, inspiring artists, singers, and entrepreneurs a little words of encouragement for them tough times they're getting ready to face, jumping out here on their own?
You wanna go first?
Right.
I'm gonna be a gentleman and let the.
Hey, look, neighborhood hope dealer right here. Let me go ahead and spill something.
What I would say is, the hunter must be silent to enter the jungle. So it's like you're gonna be jumping out into unforeseen places where you ain't never been before. Places where you might not think you're gonna make it or survive, or where the territory just seems so, so different. But all you gotta do is make sure you stay peaceful and keep God, always keep God first, and just know like God will always fight your battle. So as long as you got faith to do it and you actually put the work in, you can accomplish anything you set out to do, no matter what it is. You just gotta make sure you working and making sure that that you believe you can do it. As long as you can, you're gonna go all the way. Just don't forget about us. You feel me?
Hey, say it again.
Support your people always.
Gotta do that.
Yeah.
And I can say too, like, know your mission, find your purpose, and never give up, and always keep God first, because it's like you don't want success overnight. You want to be able to grind to get it. It might take 5 years, it might take 10 years, it might take 20 years, but the idea and the goal is that you're going to make it. It's gonna happen one day. And you building your story right now. You're gonna be able to be an author. You can open up your own business. You can inspire the youth. You can be a public speaker. But like at the end of the day, everything is authentic, and just keep moving forward. That's all you do. Never step backwards. Just keep moving forward. Enjoy Detroit.
Hey, and I'm gonna wrap it up with, never forget, man, when you offer yourself as a product on the market, it can never be duplicated. Remember that. Right. And always remember, it's not always about what you rocking, but how you rocking it. Right. Hit that hashtag 2SB.
2SB. 2SB.